Chat mode activated. All right. Hello, hello. Getting ready to go. Ooh, this is yummy. Antioxidant infusion. I'm being antioxidized, folks. It's like a cup of green tea. Well, it's good because caffeine at this late at night. Woo. You know what I'm saying? Yum, yum, yum. Okay. Oh, I forgot to set my little timer for my tea. I'll do 15 minutes. I thought maybe tonight I'll try to actually go a little longer. I don't normally do caffeine at night anymore, so that's part of the reason why I don't stream as late as I used to, because I used to drink caffeine, like 80 milligrams of caffeine, and then just stay up until 2. Why not? It's what streaming's all about, baby. But I've been trying to be healthy. Now we're just gonna be like YOLO. No healthy for you. I'm also going to just start working. But I usually use chat mode for a second. Or who knows? You know what? YOLO, YOLO. Amatzi's life for me. YOLO, YOLO. Okay. I didn't really organize very well for tonight. So I have shop UI bugs to fix. I have a menu UI bug to hunt down and fix. I'm going to try to get the battle. So you know what? Let's start simple. Let's get the battle system into the UI. The new battle system. So people can turn it on and off, Have you tried turning it on and off again? That's what I want to know. All right. Whenever I stream, my brain stops working. I think my processing power degrades. So I watch these other streamers who code. And they're like, yeah, here we are. Blah, 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 blah. Or like if it's Wallop, like, okay, we're just going to go here and be amazing. Me, I have a sight blindness to lists. If I see a list, my brain does not want to process it in order. I can't look at it in order and see where I'm going. So it takes me more, versus people like Walliver, who's just like, oh, here's a list. Bam, I know exactly what's here. It's like an insta scan. Okay, what am I trying to do? I want to go to the settings menu. It would help if I had slightly better organization. The last couple streams I've been talking about these videos for developers who talk about programming patterns and practices. And there isn't like a nitty gritty reality, especially in game dev. Like a lot of stuff is just crap you're putting together to try and make something work. And then you have to go back later and make it better. So I spend a lot of time doing that. I'm like, why did I do it this way? Oh, right, because I had no idea what I was doing. I mean, it's really easy with hindsight to say, yeah, you could have done it this way, but in the heat of the moment, especially while streaming, nope. Right, let's go to our beta menu. There are no current beta features available. That's a big fat lie. Now it is, because I just literally added them. All right, so we're never gonna. The new menu thing is no longer there, so we're gonna change this to battle menu. New battle system, which isn't really like new exactly. So just same as it's always been, really. So we're gonna call this enhanced battle system. Get rid of that. We're going to do this and do that. Over there. Turn that on. Why are you over there? Why are you down here? Oh, no yet. I think it has to do with this cursor container, but I thought we had one here. Maybe. We have cursor container. Okay. Did I just put an extra space in here? Oh, it complained at me. Okay, so it didn't actually want me to edit that setting apparently. Okay, so we'll go back here and go to our localization. So we have localization enabled, I guess. We're gonna make a new one. This is for menus. We'll call it beta enhanced battle. We want to do this English right here. There you go. It didn't make anything better though. Okay, come on. I need to turn this monitor off. Go away, monitor. All right. So for whatever reason, one is in a different place, but they're both here. Okay, that's title. And that's title. Cursor container. Where does extra space come from? Maybe my eyesight's going. Maybe that's the problem. I can't. Well, the distance from my eyeballs to the edge of the screen over here is much farther than it used to be. My monitor setup is different. So what's going on here? So this is. Oh right, it's this thing. Okay. The text bounds are longer than they should be. I don't know if I really care about it changing its length. So what I'll probably do is just make this longer. No, I'm not going to do that. I could though. What do? I need to change. I'd have to make it longer and change the position, or I could do. That one's like all the way across. So what the heck? Do anything. I know I get a little bit too hung up on these sort of things, but this is my life. This is how I operate. Now or never. Not how the song goes. I ain't gonna live forever. It's a beta menu. A beta menu can look like crud, right? I choose to believe the answer is yes. Although I do need to figure out what the new one looks like now. Now I've got to go back to the new thing. New menu. New menu. Where's the I thought I had a buggy thing. Warning mark. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. So we're gonna do. Send this back. Data underscore. Warning mark. Warning incoming mark. I mean, anyone out there named Mark, that would be legit. All right, so we're gonna move this warning mark over somewhere. This must be because is this title like horizontal layout group? Okay. So we need to do. That might even be why it's causing this weirdness. Oh, interesting. So if I made the spacing 5, I had to like readjust it. Okay. So I do have to make the title. I have to make the text box wider. There we go. I don't know what line it's touching there. Okay, so now we have the ability to show it. I don't have to wire the background now. So okay, let's go to our code. Beta settings UI controller. This is all manual. Like I could come up with a system that was. I mean, there's some of it that's kind of reusable, but also I don't care. Wait, do I have it? New menu setting text. Okay, where does this get used? Setting type, new menu. Oh, I see. So we'll just rename it. It's weird because as I get rid of things, I can replace them. But refactor, reduce, reuse. What's the equivalent in code of upcycling? Code cycling, upcoding. Make code up yours. Wait. Yeah. Just for like naming. I don't care about your formerly serialized nonsense. Go away. We're not Prince here or anything. System change use new menu setting. Okay. I don't want that one. Now I'm going to change it to change enhanced. See, if I was being smart, I'd have a way where I wouldn't have to change the methods. But then, then you wouldn't be able to make fun of me. So I actually have the setting. Where is it? It is, you have to use new battle. Use new battles. This is actually going to go away entirely. Which, is good that Jacob did some testing because, whoops, we found some problems. Well, he did. Yeah, in the end, like, if I was going to have a lot of different beta settings, which I might someday, I would do something more reusable, but I just don't care right now. Also, what's really interesting is for me it is. I like the idea, if you have a game that you plan to sort of improve over time, that you have a beta menu. That you give players the opportunity to use something before it's fully ready. I don't know how players feel about that. You see that everywhere though, in other walks of life. Other products use that approach. I think that's all I need to do. I didn't spell enhanced right. That's gonna bug the crap out of me. Enhanced. Jacob and I did a video that's coming out soon. Jacob, my partner in crime on this. And I noticed that I have this problem when I talk where I go... So some people do uptalk. Uptalk is where you say, and then we're going to do this. Like, what we think is maybe this or this. Like your tone goes up, which makes you sound uncertain. Mine is opposite. I go down, which is... not like that. Like my volume goes down at the end of my sentence, which could also indicate uncertainty. I need to have like just straight non-ups and downsies with my tone, and it's hard, and I'm sorry. It's just what it is. Deal with it. Buggy, use at your own risk. Dang right, baby. There's only one other thing I got to do, though. I can't remember where I set this up. Somewhere, if use new battle system is enabled, I have to run some instantiation process. Whatever. Okay, so let's go here. On this init, it'll enable or disable. Okay, so this is where I'd have to do something where I force it to be enabled, right? So I need to do something. Meow. Battle utility controller. Looks like my old one though. Did I do it different? That's strange. Makes me think there's something wrong with the main. Is battle active? makes me feel uncomfortable. So what do I do for the... I want to see what I do with the battle stuff. Okay, wait, what am I doing? I want to go in here. This is the windows. We need to close this down. We don't need the data tab showing. I should have something that like automatically initializes that stuff. But that would be another thing that would be cool to do, I think. Sometimes. My tea's ready. Okay. So we have our battle menu, and then we also have targeting. How did I do? I think. Oh wait. Oh right. Okay. This is fine. So this thing just enables or disables the main targeting thing. So I do need to do something here, which means I guess I need to get an instance of this class. I haven't really come up with a better way to do this. Every time I want to be able to access something like this, I end up creating a like a singleton, but I wonder, it's like a different way I should do this. Like UI manager. I could use a UI manager and I could get an instance of something, right? That might not be a bad idea. But if I did that, I don't even have to make it. I wouldn't even have to make it something that was static. Maybe I should do that. It feels like it would be good if I did that, right? And the way that it would work is on the presumption that there's an object that is meant to be a singleton, I could have a request to this to get something, whatever it is, which I would have to do it as a game object. And I would get the object that had the... it didn't have to be an object. Actually, it wouldn't even have to be an object. It could be anything. I thought I had started to do this, right? Like base UI components. These are things that inherit the base UI. I want to see if I did something with window scalers. Wait for... yeah, find active, selectable, and window. Okay, so maybe I didn't do that, but it wouldn't be a terrible idea. If I have the centralized manager. Oh yeah, look at this. I had a way in which I was like, oh, I want to get a window. So maybe I should do that. Maybe what I need to do is let the UI manager retain information. I just don't want to have to find the thing every time I need it, right? And so I could let the UI manager be the thing that controls that. Then I only have to have one reference of something, right? We'll see if that'll work. So let's do this. We're gonna say we'll make it public, and we'll return whatever type gets passed in. I don't know if I can do that actually. I might. Oh, good. Okay, I thought it would require me to make it generic. Couldn't remember how that part works. So get window. Okay, we don't want get window though. That's garbage. We're gonna say like get. Is this a bad idea? Am I making bad choices? We can already get components, right? But I would make this cache it, basically, right? I think to do this, I think the wise way to do this is I can't let it be anything, right? It's got to be some like core UI something or other. And I don't think I have a core UI interface. So I'd have to like give it a core UI interface. And all that would be is a way that I sort of guarantee that if I'm using this, I can't just use it for any old object. It's like it's specific. And maybe that's over engineered, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like a terrible idea. I mean, it feels like it makes me feel a little sad inside my heart, but I also feel like I just need to do something. So we're gonna do a UI. So many different things, right? Cursor container. Generically, we can have a UI object. I mean, I could also use mono behavior as the base, because I know it'd be a mono behavior. Why do I care? Why couldn't it be used for things that weren't? Interestingly, I could actually make it so if it was an interface, it would require the methods to get an instance. Okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to feel bad about it. Here's the thing about Motzi. There's really nothing. We'll just make a random interface. Is this already a thing? Rename to IUI object. Oh, right. IUI object. Thing about Motzi is, yeah, that's right. So we'll make this do an IUI object, so we know that it is one of those things. And then that means that if it doesn't find it, it would return null. And I think that's okay. So where T is IUI object, right? Okay, so get UI object. There you go. That feels better. So then we're gonna have to have a list of things that we store this. So we're gonna have like a UI object repository. It almost feels like I should have something else that does this, but because the UI manager is becoming a bit heavy. But oh well. Private pile, private list. We love lists. Lists are great. Why would you want to use a list? Lists are amazing. You know what I'm saying? List that stuff, baby. So we're gonna, we'll always just populate it new from the very beginning. And then get UI object will go. Oh crud. Do I want to get it? No, it actually should not be a list. It should be a hash set. Because this will make sure we can't have duplicates. That's a way to ensure that there's only one of them. It'll make the lookup very fast, and we won't ever be able to have duplicates. So we sort of enforce the singleton policy. How do I check to see? Equals this dot. I mean, the lookup for type is going to be a little intensive, but we're not going to have a lot of objects. So, like, if we had thousands of these things, that would be one thing. But we're not saying UI is not going to have thousands. If I end up getting on a stream and saying, "Yeah, now we have thousands," you can point your finger and laugh at it. That's fine. So, if result no. So if we don't get a result back from that, oh my gosh, stop. Then we're going to try and find it. So we're not going to say get component in children, although that would be interesting too. This is probably faster than a find. But I'm fairly certain that this is not recursive. So instead we're going to do find object of type T. I think we do want to check if it's like we can either get active or inactive. No, do we care? No, we're gonna get the object no matter what. We can't pass in T. T must be convertible to uni engine object. Oh. We can't do a find unless it's a uni engine object. Which means we actually can't have a UI object extend. You can't have this extend an object because the object is not a heckin' interface. Fine, whatever, it's fine. We'll just deal with it. Why is this? Where's your problem? Public abstract. You can extend an object and then make it abstract, can't you? That's good. You don't put semicolon at the end. That's weird. Can you not extend a uni-engine.object? There's something wrong here. Oh, right. No, I just missed the word. This is dumb. Okay. It's fine. We can be dumb. Everything's fine. There's no problem here. All right. So, one sec. Let me get something open here. All right. So that should be fine. Okay. So we're going to go back into here, and I guess we're not doing we're going to do this. We're going to say UI object, which should be fine. And then I suppose by default, we'll always get it whether it's inactive or not. Is this echoing? No. Okay. Get UI objects. Boom, boom, boom. And then we'll return the result. I think the problem is this has to be cast. Tell me that this has to be UI object, I think. Why can't you cast it? We kind of have to cast it back to what it was. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay, so we're gonna get this, and then I'll just get UI object. I'm gonna just make a static reference. So public. Oh my god. Public static T get UI object. I thought there was a way that you. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Return instance .get. Okay, so this will return the instance version. It's saying that I could make that private. I guess I could. There's no real reason to access it. This is just a way to sort of shorten the code. I don't know if it's better or not, but it does save on the length of a line of code, so you can deal with it. All right, so number of lines is not. So meow, I could go in here, make it extend UI object. Base UI component is inherited. Because it's abstract. Ugh. If I want to be able to return... Oh, man, I hate learning this stuff again. If I want to be able to find an object, it has to be of a Unity type object. I would argue that my UI object would have to extend mono behavior. So, and the reason I'm putting this in between the mono behavior in this case is because I don't want generically to be any mono behavior. And you could argue that I am unnecessarily limiting things. However, I kind of think that in this case it might be good to create limitation, because I don't think I want to be able to look for every single possible mono behavior, because those are like lots of components. I want to limit it to a specific set of mono behavior, which is my UI object. Okay, good. We've got that. We've got another red here. I guess they don't have to cast it anymore. That's good. That's good. Good, good, good. And then we can go back here to here, and we will change this base component to UI object. Bing, bang, boom. And we can do the same thing for the abstract window, which right now is extending a mono behavior, but now it will extend the UI object. So that gives us a way now in our UI system to have something specific that we're going to access. There we go. So now I know that I want the Battle UI controller, which I would need to... the Battle utility controller, which I would need to use from within the system settings thing. So system... And reason being is when this value changes, or when we set it, we'd want to be able to do a change to how, or that we want to like do the switch over so that the old battle system is disabled and the new battle system is enabled. Okay. We have change enhanced battle setting, use new battle system, good, save settings. Where is it? I do this in my debugger. Oh, I don't actually. I set it directly. Okay. So that means when I check this box on my tool system, I would also need to call a change here, right? I think so. So I think what I have to do is I'll just and we'll just use this by default. So what we're going to do here is, no, we're not going to do that at all. I'm just going to call save settings, I think. It is kind of weird, but the reason is because what I want to do is when I switch the value, it triggers a change. Now, I don't know if I change it here, if it would trigger the UI side, because I'm doing it from within the editor. So this is sort of like my editor version of the same thing. Because in the editor, I can go and change this value directly. So if I change this value, then we're going to say on value changed, and we'll call our method. So that should trigger the system, which should then allow me to make the battle system stuff happen. I know I've made like 3 methods for this, but again, hopefully at some point this code is going to get Actually, you know what I can do? I don't need three methods. I just called it. We save settings, and then we're going to do get UI object battle UI battle utility controller. So in theory, this will work. Now I could do some null safety check. Unity's annoying about this because you can't actually do null safe calls object. But I'm gonna let it error, because if this broke, like if this for whatever reason didn't work, I want to know immediately. I don't need to like swallow that. So we're gonna say battle utility dot init. I think I need to make the init public. So I guess what I do is just do the same thing here. Right? Value dot set active. Do I enable the object itself? Game object set active equals. So this is saying if this is not enabled, then that becomes active. Perfect. Okay. I don't know if there's something else I have to make active or not. I should double check. Do I have something here? Maybe. I think I also have the what am I doing? The enhanced battle view, which is there's nothing. Battle menu view controller. That's it. This is the other thing I have to make sure happens. Mr. Mechamoose. I think Mr. Mechamoose was on like some major vacation overseas. Game system, use new battle system. So we have the standard battle overlay enhanced. Okay, so we need to make maybe a public thing. We need to hide and show the respective object. So we're going to say here, public void type tool is enhanced. I don't really need it to be true. Then we can do update battle system type, and then we'll use this. So just, refactor, reduce, reuse. Okay, so we have battle utility controller, system, enhanced battle system settings. Now we have to get the var battle view controller equals battle view controller. I think it is battle menu view controller. I'm gonna make sure this actually extends UI object. Good thing about putting the abstraction between here, though, is that I could, in theory later, add something in here that might be more specific to the abstract generalized UI object. Bad thing is I'm adding abstractions in between things that are already defined as objects, like complicating the problem in one way, such as like. So then we're going to say battle view controller, update battle system type, boom. So theoretically, when our setting gets set, this will enable or disable it. I'm going to have to test this a bit. Before I do that, though, I'm going to get my tea. Might need something for absorbing wetness. Let's see if we can do this without making a huge mess over all the expensive electronic equipment. Absorb the wetness, baby. We're good. Everything's good here. I'm not gonna mute. We're just gonna raw dog the tea thing. You like that sound? I don't even know what's coming through. Not really. It's actually getting mostly filtered out. That's good. Drip, drip, drip. I put it all on the floor because that's the most obvious place for me to find it later. Not true. I usually forget about it. All right, let's go compile, baby. And compile. Now, there is some good news. Somewhere in the near future, I think after this release, I'm going to switch my build version of Unity 2022.3. And from my initial tests on a different machine, it looks like the compile time is faster. I don't know if that's something because things that build up over time, or, you know, like maybe it's stuff that I've loaded that's like in the cache somewhere and then it's having to go. I don't know what's happening there, but it certainly seems faster on this other machine. I'm hoping that that's what's going to happen, is that it'll be better. And then, you know, my streams won't be so freaking laborious. Oh, I just switched to release mode. I had like a half second where I thought, do I want that? It'll make the compilation marginally faster, but I might need to debug. So we'll see. Okay, so we did this. So now we have the ability to enable or disable the battle system. There is something I want to do. In the battle sequence manager, there's like a display status message. Or set status message text and display it. So I was talking to Jacob about this, and I was trying to find out if we need it. So when you do an attack or something, it'll show a little status message at the top. He pointed out that we might want it for, at the very least, for something like, I was going to say usability, accessibility. So we might need it. I want to see what we have here. Okay, so they have like displayed. So they actually, whoa, what is this? If it's sleeping, then we do battle sleep. So there's this like glossary of terms for battle sleep. I actually don't know where all that is defined. There is something in here. Probably find that. Actually, I could go look at. I'll pull up Smile Game Builder. It's all in Smile Game Builder, so we will look there. We will match you. Well, we'll wait for that to go. Let's see if this works. Now I can start in my actually healthy tea. This isn't that bad. Costa Rica Clementine. Only 4% carbohydrates. Basically zero nutritional value. Just liquid. That's it. So check our settings. Hey, look, it's got 2 stars. Perfect. I love that. Oh, I know what it is. There's like a little switch I can do. Apparently, changing it back and forth. Well, the switch part isn't showing, but look at this. You can see on the left-hand side that the battle menu things are being enabled or disabled. So that's good. So it's not showing on and off, but if it's off, the things that are supposed to be off stay off, and so on. Although targeting is not working. So let's see what happens. I go into my game engine. Right now it's on or off. Wrong one. There we go. On, off. Okay, well let's see what happens when we go into the game. Right now it should be off. I'll go back. I'll go to this one. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is the old battle system. There is no messaging at the top, which I think is intentional. But I don't see the battle thing at the top here. So where is that at? Battle HUD? Main battle view, enhanced battle view. So the main battle view is not showing, which means what is not showing up here? Battle menu? Okay. So the battle menu needs to stay enabled. I don't know why that got disabled. I have to figure that one out. If we go to attack, but first off, you see the message of the boar, and then we say attack, and it's going to say Pyra's attack. Oh, come on. I can't pause it, but it says Pyra's attack. And then if I do like evade, it'll say the thing you did. If I did essence charge, it'll say the name of it. Okay. So when you use the skill, it'll say boar's attack. So right now it's just saying what the character or whatever is doing. It's not really like that informative. Yeah, so it's just saying the thing that's happening, right? I don't know. That's not really like super great, but I don't really have a sleep spell, so I can't test sleep. But okay, so now I know what it's doing, at least, right? So let's go back and look at Smile Game Builder's thing. So they have this, this is their version of a localization tool, which is okay. Basically what they do is they give you the entire database of key terms, and then you can localize it however you want, and you make one for every language. So what I want to do, look at like game settings. All right, is there a way to search this? I'm gonna find out where they do the battle stuff. Not the efficient way to look at this. However, comma, you get to see all the different text from the original game. All the stuff from the demo. I think we could even just build. I don't think it would work as much anymore because we've made some fundamental changes to this system that means it probably wouldn't work as a build anymore. But it'd be, it'd be funny to see. Okay. So battle commands, attack skills. So this just says what the commands are. Items, guard, okay. I think it's just saying the name of the thing. I think that's what it really is. It's like an effect or something, or skill effect maybe. We have a skill called, what was that one? I saw a funny named skill. Bad breath is funny. There's a skill called Alterium Shift. I didn't make that one. These are events. Weird that this isn't like... Okay, I'm going to export this and see if I can figure out where sleep happens. Besides, you know, at night. Localize.csv already exists. Replace it? Yes, please. All right, get rid of this thing. Okay. So we will rock you. We will. Where's my localize? Come on, buddy. Where'd you go? I put it in Switch. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this will be the thing that I was just looking at. And we'll find it where it's. Mainly, I just want to see if there's something in there that's special about. Like, I don't think there is, but I'm trying to see the associated logic. It's just sleeping. Well, yeah. Literally not. Okay. So I did all that work just to find out it's just called the name of the thing, right? So this is gonna make a message that's like someone so and so sleep, right? I wonder if it does something with. I don't think so. It can't put a apostrophe S after it, could it? This is a format, though. This must have. Okay, so wait a minute. Was there something in here that had a format? Or did they not localize that? Doesn't look like they do. So it could just be. Oh, it's weird. So how do they? What? Let's see the place this. Only place. So if we set the command message text to something. What is it? How does it display it? This just puts it in there. Okay, so then how does it decide what the format is? How does it create the format? Read string. Just puts it in there. What is it getting it from? I wonder if the glossary is a different file. If it were, it would be in resources. So probably in either right here or no. I hate all these backup files that get created. Go away, backups. Too much. I cannot undo. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe I shouldn't have deleted those. It's gonna take some time now. Fine. We YOLO. Motzi codes, YOLO all the way. Oh, what fun it is to code in C# all darn day. Hey! No, Christmas is over. Christmas is over. We should be singing. What songs do we sing? Between Christmas and the New Year. Okay, so then it must be in sample. Res, no. Samples, maybe. Hey, type B friends with symbols. I don't even know what that is. System. I bet you it is in system. I could look for the word glossary in the code. Let's find glossary. What file is this that's being loaded? So this passes in the. So this is game settings. Oh god, what caused this? It gets called somewhere. Character load, icon load, events. Incidentally, this is one of the pain points of. I spent 2 weeks or so trying to solve a majorly outstanding problem. That was great. I think it's considered a resource item. Catalog? This is where I think I did all that work. Yeah. But what are the things here? So we have catalog.load, system resources. Where does it path? Those are map data. Where does their glossary? There is a file that gets loaded. I know that. I just don't know what it's called. Oh, you know what? I bet it's like right in the top of the assets. Localization settings is my settings. Gravity, entry. Not there. Okay. So I'm pretty sure most of this garbage is mine. That's my localization. It's not theirs. So it has to be under resources. Here. No. could be in system. Feels like it should be something at the very top of their list here, though. Dummy font, mesh, quad mesh, up, down. These are supposed to be the resources. Game settings.sgr, I think, is where that lives. But that would mean it's binary file. It has to be localizable. You know what I can do? Screw it. Let's go into here. We'll just output whatever we get. So we're going to go to here. These ones are not things I can actually trigger. So let's see here. I don't think it should matter. You should be able to do like wait or attack, because it's clearly the same thing. Let me see what this looks like. So maybe that'll give me some insight into how this works. Or maybe not. You know how it goes. All right. Okay, yeah. So does they have a thing? It's got to be configurable somewhere, right? That's what's weird. I didn't see it in the settings here. Oh, look at that. Okay. So and so's critical blow is defending. Okay, so that's how they do it. It is in the game settings. I just didn't know where to look. So and so is surveying the situation. That's like, I think, I can't remember what that's weight or something. Weird. So I wonder what sleep would be then. Money, you got item, escaped, recovered, stood up, recovered. Okay. So it must be that these status settings here. This is if it has the flag and it's not displayed. This would be, it would clear the status, essentially. Weird backwards way of doing it, but this is good to know. Okay. That means I need to replicate this functionality somewhere. How much do I want to do on this? Can I replicate the functionality? I mean, I can do the checks here, right? I can check because this stuff is, I'm not like completely overwriting. So, okay, so let's do this. All right, so we're going to go into somewhere here. This is our battle graph. There are many like it, but this one is mine. This is what shows all the things that happen. So right now we process the action, and then we play the animation. So what I think we're going to do, oopsie daisy, is in between here, maybe, we'll try to make a new node. I think I already have a display, like display damage text, display action effects, but I think I'm going to make a new one because I think those ones are not accurate anymore. These aren't just, like, these are actually like the animation. So I need to make a new one. It's not really animation either. It's UI. Display. Action message. No. Always still the color from whatever it is I'm using here. And extend battle sequence node. Bam. Killboy, how are you? 29 months. Happy New Year's Eve, Junior. Hope you're doing well. I guess you get injected into the brand newest code I'm just making. So 12/30. That's not even the right date. 2023, right there at the end. Thank you, Kill Gaming, for 29 months. What can I even say at this point? Question mark. How are you doing? You guys having some celebrations? Life good? Oh, life is better with you, good boy. Now I could go back and just find kind of steal this one. This is the set and display, so I'm just gonna steal the entire thing. I don't celebrate today. I know. I mean, clearly neither do I, because I'm streaming. Although what else would I do? Gotta keep working. It's been quieter tonight, which is actually kind of nice. I mean, feel free to talk, but it's too often I stream and I don't get any work done. So it's a prime opportunity. Okay, so we don't really even care about set that. We don't care about anything. What we want to do is we want to get what the message is going to be, and then we want to push it. Push it real good. And I guess what I could do is get rid of the case. And get rid of the switch case entirely, maybe. This is not needed. Set command message tag. Care about any of this garbage? Do I? Well, hold on. Let me unwind for a second. So set status message text. So if is display message, then it displays it. Else, it will. Oh my god, what is going on? Killboy, I have to put your name in code again. But I have to put you at the top. I'll put you at the bottom. I need a better alert so it doesn't keep going over and over again. All right. Wow. Okay. 12/30/2023. OMG. Thanks, Kill Boy Gaming, for gifting 5 subs to the community. Yay! You gifted to Romaine Rue, like lettuce. Let us consider my spelling. Romaine Rue. Arzulo Dev's cool. Pro Road. Oliver. Aw, these are all great people. Pixel Guardian. Wow, you really like nailed it with that one. Thanks for all the gift subs, man. I know. Oliver got one. You know who didn't get one? Ternary Operator. We don't allow ternary operators in this stream. Literally, we had at my work like a critical issue we were trying to resolve. And now that I'm working with the dev team again, I'm actually helping with these. And I was on the phone reading someone's code, trying to understand how it worked. And I was like, oh, I don't understand this. And it was because they had a stupid ternary in there and required you to like, parse out mentally that something got, set within a single line of code based upon some parameters. I was like, effing ternaries. It wasn't my developer's code. It was like some library code or something. I was super annoyed. Okay, so we have set status message. Anyway, Killboy, I mean, if you want to tell me what you've been up to, you don't have to. Battle sequence manager. If there is display message, does that get set if... This is so dumb. Okay. That's so dumb. I don't like this code. Then we go to display. If it's not, then we just skip and go straight to execute. So we don't even do a message. But this wouldn't happen because the way the system works now. Oh, cool. For my capstone project when I was in college, so many years ago. Well, technically, I did college to like my 3.5-year mark. And then I moved to Atlanta with Composi. And I didn't finish my degree, and then I moved back in 2009. So I didn't finish my degree until 2009 while I was working. In my capstone, we made like a multiplayer Mega Man prototype. Wasn't really that great, but. Anyway, so then we say set command message type. Okay. So what this is doing is like, it's either setting a message or setting a command message. It's kind of dumb. So let's get rid of the crap we don't need. First off, we don't need this crap here because we're never going to be, that's never going to happen. Not in the way the battle sequence works. Step 1. I'm going to refactor the crap out of this because I just can't stand this right now. Now we have, this isn't needed at all. So display status message and then status message text doesn't matter. We don't need this one because we're not going to time it the way that they're timing it. We're not preventing movement. We're doing something a little bit, I think, nicer overall. And then this is the thing that actually sets the message that gets displayed. No, no, this is setting the command message. So this is if the other ones don't get set, then it does. Okay, got it. And then finally, this is what actually does the display. Okay. So this is just, I mean, we don't need any of this garbage at all. Literally, like, all this code can become much more streamlined, I think. So how do we do this? First off, this is the condition that indicates we're doing an action, right? Now, I also don't want to use their glossary anymore. So what I need to do is figure out how I'm doing this. Oh my gosh! Sugar stacks? Oh wow. Okay, well, I guess you're going in the code too. Put you right over here with like 12. I keep having to check the date. What is going on? Oh, okay, I gotta turn that off. Okay. Oh my gosh. Sugar Stacks, how are you doing? Thank you for all the subs. I'm gonna get caught up with that in a second. Whoa, that's a lot of chat. Well, there hasn't been a lot of chat lately. Oh no, not that. Sugar oh honey stack. Thank you. Okay, so did you for the resub and the hold on, it's how many months is this now? Hold on. It's somewhere. 39 months. Oh, you know, 30 more. We get the magic number. And the 5 gifted subs. You know what? You sub, you get immortalized in code. That's just what happens. My code is littered with, literally littered raspberry. White ball. Posey, how are you? You're really cool for it. Ringo and a loner. Do you choose these people or do they choose themselves? They're pretty good random assortment, but it's like people that have subbed before. How's it going? How's the fam? I don't know. Composy, how's the fam? Doing great. Fam's already asleep, she says, except for her. She's awake. Everyone's good. We had COVID. We recovered. Took me 18 days, but getting better. Still getting some fatigue, but I managed it with caffeine. I guess people are busy with holiday things. Yeah, they have been. 3 years? Over 3 years. I know. And that how long we've been working on this game. Here's the 30 more random, literally. I wanted to get a ticket to a comedy club until I found out they cost an arm and a leg. When I found out why, I'm glad I didn't go. The show wasn't that humorous, and the staff was short-handed. Hi, Composing. Hi, Composing. Oh, geez. Yeah, it seems to be making rounds again. Why is the clock in the buffet always wrong? Because it keeps going back 4 seconds. Hopefully they're not sloppy. Second. Anyway. Hey, there's Composy. Hey, Composy face. How are you? You're right here. I think dad jokes work better when they're shorter. I feel like you could turn that into a dad joke. My neighbor told me he was scared to plant an apple tree. I told him to grow a pear. That one got me in a special place. Know why they don't play poker in the jungle? Too many cheetahs. There we go. Okay, so if... Tell me what's going on, Sugar. What's going on in your life? What's been happening? Where's the world? Where in the world is Sugar San Diego? I'm gonna put all of the things in here for now. For meow. Maybe I could have like a configuration. Yeah, we'll put it. Like private static. Do I care? Private dictionary. Absolutely nothing. I've been off work since the 18th. Wow, you've had time off. Not sure I will know how to do my job once I get back. I mean, I hope that you're not literally just doing nothing though while you're taking. Maybe you're having like a little bit of downtime, perhaps. I know you worked pretty hard. So we'll have like message functions, I guess. Yeah, family stuff for the holidays. Took a short trip to Vegas. That's nice. Did you do you go to Vegas to gamble, or do you just go to, what else do people do in Vegas? What happens in Vegas happens in Vegas. We're gonna make this public. Lost some cash. That's the slots. Yeah, well, went on a nice hike. Saw a magic show. Oh, and I'm about to be an aunt again. Oh my gosh, a nephew. Congratulations. Usually just eating. Yeah, okay. Hey, Sarah, what's up? What's new with you guys? What is new with us composing? I'm still working my life away on Alterium Shift in my day job. Composing's working on an album. Our toddler is growing up really fast and is hilarious. Our middle son was diagnosed with ADHD. Composing was diagnosed with ADHD. We're just one big happy ADHD family. I have the ADD part. Yeah, things are fine. You know, I think I was just talking to Composing about this actually. I've personally turned a corner on this project in terms of my balance between working on the project and being with the family. I think for the last 2.5 years, I was very much like all I can do is Alterium Shift work. And in the last 2 months, I've slowed down a little bit because I really need to be with my family. So we went out today. Went to a park and it was all frozen everywhere, but we went and played at a playground and slipped everywhere. It was fine. The kids loved it. And yeah, it was good. It's been good. I am not getting as much done as I want to, but at the same time, I feel like that's okay. I need to have some kind of life. Oh, I have ADHD too. Early diagnosis is good in Asian. Is good. Asian parents don't believe in ADHD. Yeah. Balance is important for sure. Yeah, I want to just work on this game a lot. I would prefer to have a day job to do it, right? Like, there are... Why am I doing it that way? There are people who have the joy of being able to have a day job doing game dev. Especially, like, indie devs. I don't have that. So but whatever. I just do what I can. It's just too much. There's too much to do, and there's no way I'm going to get it all done in the time frame I want. So I'm just going to keep plugging away. Honestly, I just want to get there's so many people like, oh, when's the game going to be ready? I want it to be ready. Like, I want to, but there's just a lot to do. It's not about me being productive. It's not about me saying, my life value is defined by my productivity. It's about my desire to complete this. You know, I would love for Alterium Shift to launch in 2024, which is now our goal, and find enough success that I could do this full time. I would love that. Because then I honestly think my work-life balance could be better. I didn't read excuses in the stream title. Shut your face, Dave. How are you, by the way? My wife told me last week she thinks she's pregnant. Turns out she was just overreacting. Overreacting? Like ovary? That ain't gonna happen no more, babies. Just, you know, in case you're wondering. All right, let's see if we can make this. Yeah, you know, it's nice to have you all here. I started my stream for the first hour. I don't think anyone was talking, which was one of those moments as a streamer where you're like, ooh, why am I streaming right now? But I was waiting for you lovely humans. And the most important thing that I recognize is I got work done because I wasn't talking. Which is also, you know, one of those things. Your face is a lovely human composing. My wife and I just got home. What were you doing, may I ask? Tell me every last detail. You're not crazy about that one? Hold on. The overreacting one? My day was fine. We were hanging out with the kiddos. I was looking for a bit before chatting, but doing other things. Yeah. There's a gambling. Oh, were you in Vegas too? Josh, with your we've only made it to 71. Listen, Sugar Stack, you started the distraction thing how long ago? 2 years ago, and we're only at 72. If anything, that proves I'm able to focus. There are casinos in Colorado. Oh, fair enough. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Oh, crap. I'd have to be able to check these values. Well, it looks like I can still do it. Is my refactoring going to make this worse? Probably. Roughly 2 years ago, and we're only at 72. I grew up in Vegas. I should know better. Well, and Sugar Stack was talking about being in Vegas recently. Because people forget the command exists. Right, they get distracted. Not my fault that it's not being tracked. Except you, but you're not adding it. Well, I also forgot that it existed. We also used to have a sausage command. I don't think we still have the sausage command, though. No more sausages on this stream. All right, my belief was I was going to make something more usable, but I don't think I am. Therefore, I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to abandon my attempt to refactor because I realized my refactoring was not going to make it any easier, and frankly, this isn't going to change a lot, so it's not right now. I think you nixed that one for reasons. Yeah, I was trying to be family friendly. Maybe I should go to 18 plus. Everest, Happy New Year in advance. Thank you so much. How are you, Everest? It's New Year's Eve for you now, right? Holy bits! Sugar Stacks and your holy bits. Also, Sugar Stacks. Thank you for the 1,000 holy bits. Holy moly. Yeah, should I start doing 18 plus streams? I know it wouldn't really change much. I don't really like to swear a lot. I don't really know how 18 plus would change anything about my streaming. No. What? Composy, thanks for giving me your 100 biddies. I mean, Sugar gave me 1,000. Have I made some bad choices in life, Composy? Well, it goes to our same bank account, really, so it doesn't really matter. You can pay me in other ways later. I assume cigarettes would be involved. Yes, that would be smoking. What? That... Shit. Oh my gosh! Don't distract me. This whole class is gonna be just a bunch of comments. And you gave 1,000 bits? What? Devil dog. Ooh-rah. There you go. Choo-choo, you're... Oh my god, what? Oh, okay. I can't. I'm gonna have to make like a whole... Okay. You know what? I just have like a secrets credits that has all of the different... the gifted subs. Just like you can unlock the secret credit system. You know, note to self: create a secret credit system that I can collect all of these wonderful notes and put them. What composing? Okay, I also do composing, but you're my wife, so I don't know. I mean, I do. You know what I mean? Okay, hold on. I gotta get caught. A couple people. Also, thank you, Composy, for the 100 bits. Oh, it knew that I was doing 100 bits. Why are you laughing? What did you do? You gave 1,000 bits? Oh my god. And then you gave 1,000 bits. You have my heart. What more do you want? Jalapeno. Oh, I have a fun story about that, actually. Thanks, Composing. I have to get caught up here, because now I'm totally majorly distracted. Isn't she so cute?
I'm pulling the
Look how cute she is.
Northwoods folk look.
Look at my cute wife.
Hi. Yeah.
Love your face.
You gonna tell them the pepper story from today?
I am.
You should hear the pepper
She's
story.
so cute.
But that was
Look
a
at her and say how cute she is. How sweet it is to be
This.
loved by you. You're not eating enough. You need to eat real.
I made homemade bread. I ate it. You're like really far behind.
I know. Well, you know what? I'm not as behind it. Never mind. The missus is also in the passenger seat of the hype train.
Okay.
Indeed.
I'm going to bed. Good
I
night,
love you.
everyone.
Bye. Mwah.
18 plus. He kissed me on the face.
Kissing is not 18 plus. Unless you believe kissing makes you pregnant. Cut my stream into pieces. Okay, hold on. I gotta get caught up on this freaking just insanity that happened. So give me a second. Okay, so Killboy I did the 1,000 bit Killboy. Everest is 10 a.m. on the 31st. Okay, 14 hours to go. Okay, so we got some time. Got the points. I'm going to have to do something to redeem those points someday. Did you cheer another 1,000 bits? No. And then, I don't think it would really change anything. I don't know what we're talking about that anymore. Hype Choo Choo. Oh, yay, we did it. Sugar Stacks. Okay. All right, Sugar Stacks. And I don't know if this is worthwhile, but I'm doing it. And more gift subs. Can I just copy and paste this? Save myself some time. Look at all that chatter. Distract him, guys. Oh, give me the D, baby. Okay. The Killboy here. And another 5 gift subs. Eesh. Okay, so let me read the people we got the gift subs for, because those are cool people too. No more. We're good there. So we had Pop Rocks, Louis VD, which I think is like venereal disease. Hopefully that's not true. Sky Akania Dev, Zeno Zenwing, and Cosmo Bagel, as well as 3DX Home, Tokpodai, Jalen Zemek, and Banakis. All right. Oh, and then Composi. Yeah, she's 1,000 bits. Okay. It's going wild in here. Apparently it is. Then the missus was here. He'll never catch up. Oh my God, Sugar Stacks. Okay, hold on a second. And another 1,000 bits. What the heck? You amazing human. That dog is rough. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I appreciate it. Feels good. Feels a bit hype in here. Not kidding. If anyone ever wonders, why Alterium Shift is delayed, I blame all the love and support. Hey, okay, he caught up. Yes, I did. Level 4.5 hype train. The dog is reacting to the venereal D's name. Oh, yeah. Well, Louis VD, I don't know what VD stands for. Very developer? Valerian developer? Thank you all for the hype train, lovely humans. Choo-choo kaboo. I will take full responsibility for any delays. It's all Sugar Stacks' refault. I blame Sugar Stacks. Choo-choo. Thank you all. 10 subs and 40,000. Or 4,100 because Composi did the 100. Okay. Well, humans, you're cool. I'm working on, battle system stuff, which is always exciting. I'm supposed to be fixing bugs too at some point. At some points I'll fix a bug. Maybe, if there's time. It's me, Everest, have been following for 2 years and 5 months. Wow. But that must mean you were following Composi longer, right? How many? What is that? 111,850. Wow. That's a lot of points, Killboy. I don't even know how to make you redeem that. Oh, Vampire Diaries. I guess that makes more sense. 1 or 2. You've got a few indeed. Woof. She brought me here, so yeah. It's kind of funny. With the way the stream started, I was like, okay, I'll be pure working tonight, and that's fine. I've been hearing about some people who stream, and they're kind of like, they want to stop streaming, because there's ebb and flow. There's some people who get consistent traffic on their streams. There's other people like me where the traffic goes down and has major dips, which me having COVID and being out for like a month and a half probably didn't help. I don't think I'd stop streaming unless I was literally only streaming to one person all the time. But yeah, well, I had one of those moments like, should I just stop streaming tonight? So I appreciate you guys stopping in. Hey, that was Vampire Diaries, yeah. Back when you were making a game, I believe. Yeah, back when I was making a game. I'm not making anything anymore now. Honestly, it's a different season for Twitch. A lot has changed. Yeah. The pandemic, people were just on their computers now, but now people are going out and about. They're doing things. And so that's how you know if you want to know if you're actually a entertaining streamer to watch, all you got to do is see what things look like in the slow times. Because if nobody comes to see you in the slow times, it means that you're crap. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be more self-deprecating, which I shouldn't do because I used to do that a lot. People said, don't do that. Don't talk negative. Because I don't really like, I used to get really down about this stuff. Now I'm just like, whatever. You know, if I wanted to be a streamer that got more viewers, I would do something different than work on this game all the time. A lot of people that started streaming during the height of COVID got used to such higher volume. Yeah. The Rona boomed the streaming place and now it's gone so much. It hurts seeing all of our old parasocial friends go away. I know, but it's very parasocial. I mean, Composing and I have this issue, which we talked about a bit, which is that we're a spider. Gonna climb down at me. Surprise spiders like to join my stream. We do kind of do the parasocial a little bit, but we actually start to get friendly with people quickly. And so in our minds, we build up this idea that we're friends with somebody and we'll do like, you know, we'll get messaging with them and then there'll be like massive gaps of communication. And it's not bad necessarily, but like we both have to temper ourselves in different ways with parasocial relationships. I thought about streaming again just to kind of force me to work. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And a lot of people are better at that. I'm very good at being distracted. I stream once a year and you don't ever tell anybody and it's like 4 o'clock in the morning or something. Okay. We're going to see if we can get rid of this case state entirely. That's what I'm trying to do. Rather than try to fully refactor this code, we're going to see if we can get rid of, excuse me, this garbage. Set display message, then display message. Wait, what is this here? If the state is okay. A little confused by this. I just want to keep my emotes. So you have to stream once a year in order to keep your emotes. Is that the rule? To maintain your affiliate status, you must stream at least once a year. I didn't even know that. You're saying it all right there. Just to make sure they don't revoke my status. Don't want to lose my emotes. They don't want people to watch me. You know, Sugar Stacks, I still have that game I was making for you. Never did anything with it. I streamed Mario RPG not too long ago. I was never a good streamer, though. I don't like people. Well, you were in the Marine, so... Or you are a Marine. I know someone who lost their affiliate. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean... What are you going to do with it, really? Okay. So what we're going to do... All I want to do is a zoom, 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 and a zoom, zoom. Just shake your rump. Then again, I'm not sure how I do it, and I do have 4 people who are insane and still subbed. I'm not sure if I'm at risk. I do it just in case. I don't like people either. I like people. I like streaming. You know, in my heart of hearts, if it didn't take effort, because really, to be a good streamer, in terms of like a lot of viewership, you have to work at it. Or you have to develop a niche personality that people like, that they show up for, right? Streamers that get consistent viewers, in my view, typically do enough work to maintain that viewership in various different ways, right? So people that get like hundreds of viewers, they don't just show up and stream. At some point they do some of that, but they still work toward it to some degree, right? I'm sure there's a critical mass where they don't have to do as much of that and they can just be themselves and whatever. I'm just, yeah, well, I guess so. But there are people like that that have plenty of viewers. The point is, if I had hundreds of viewers, I wouldn't feel bad about it. The problem is when I've had like raids where there's hundreds, I would say that a majority of people aren't super interested in what I'm doing. or what I'm talking about. So, you know, I wouldn't mind it. I would even be okay with like the fact that, you know, stream is just going by and I wouldn't be able to keep up with chat. That can be your thing though. Yeah, being an a-hole, right? There are plenty of a-hole streamers. I got what you meant. So your thing is just being an a-hole, got it? Okay. So what we want to do here, what we have here is failure to communicate. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this garbage here and make, let's just extract the method. Here we go. It'll be easier to extract it. Extract method. So the method is going to be get I understood. What's up, Hype Derp? You know Sugar Stacks. Oh, I never told you the story about Composy. Hold on. She left and all the hype was going on and I forgot. But first off, Sugar Stacks, I was thinking just today how my typing feels like it's degrading. And I remember how that one time I bought that like zombie fighting typing game and we've always committed that we were going to play it. And we haven't. I haven't even played it. I might have opened it once. I was like, maybe I need to dust that off. So I literally just thought about you today, Sugar Stacks, before you showed up. Just so you know. You live rent-free in my brain, along with a lot of other people. Typing of the Dead. Yeah, that one. My typing has not gotten better. I feel like I used to be a little bit more consistent with my typing. And even though I use a keyboard format that ostensibly makes my typing easier to do, it doesn't mean I'm better at it. I manifested you, I know. For the once or twice a year on my stream. The story about Composy is incredibly... Hey, Wallaber. How are you, man? Wallaber. 6 feet tall. Has a jelly car. Your rally game's looking cool, man. That mini map is freaking amazing. Can I just for the moment... Okay, put a pin on the story about Composy. Can I, for the moment, just gush about Wallaber without any redemption? Then frequent, feel like it's at least quarterly. It might be quarterly, but I think it's like a couple times a year. Or like 3 times a year. I always sing the praises of Wallaber, but it's not jealousy. I wish I had some of your ability, but I'm just so amazed at the things that you just do. You have a stream, you're like, hey, look what I did. And you've got this whole new, like your mini map idea is freaking awesome. I love the multi-level concept. The way that you did it, where it like fades in and out. If you want to share the link to that tweet you did, I just admire you so much, your ability and what you can do. I think it's great. I just want to tell you that. I think you're great. I wish we lived closer together and can hang out, but you live in California, so that wouldn't happen much. Sorry. It wouldn't probably happen much even if I lived in California, but probably at least more than it has now. You made improvements afterwards. Let me see. Oh, I don't want it in this one. I have 2 different profiles I use for my... I love that so... Oh my god. Hold on a second. I gotta turn the sound off on that. Look at this, so cool. I just wish I had that. Like, for me to come up with a solution like this, it would take me a week or some absurd amount of time to come up with a thing that feels right. And you just bust it out like, Yeah, I don't really know how to deal with multi-levels. So what I was thinking is I'll just make this thing where it like fades and shows and it's freaking amazing. And that's all I wanted to say about that. This is so cool. Hashtag game dev dreams. Anyway. Walliver's cool. Someone's saying. I see. I see. You made improvements. Either way, it still looks really cool. So, improved or not, you know, new version, old version, fine. Okay, so we have is display messages. I don't even care about that crap, but I'll just leave it in there. I just admire you, Wallaber. Okay, story time. Wait, I want to tell the story now, but I'm done gushing about Wallaber and his amazingness. Wishing that for some reason Wallaber and I could work at the same game dev studio making games. Unfortunately, not only are we diametrically opposed on coding practices and standards, we have two different areas that we focus on, which could promote good stuff. But yeah, see, Wallaber's amazing, but like, you know, he's in all the physics and stuff and math, and I like story and RPGs. It's like one of those things where you know, you think, oh, opposites attract, and then you have like a horrible breakup and you hate each other, you know, that sort of thing. Okay, story time. Let me tell you guys a story about composing, completely unrelated to Wallaber. Thankfully, I mean, you stay away from my wife. Just kidding. Composing is very competitive. Very. One of the first memories I had about her was like as if I was just born. Right when I was born, the first memory when I was 3. One of the things I remember poignantly about her competitiveness was we had gone to visit a friend. This is before I told her I loved her. Like the night of, actually. I guess the night before, because it was the morning time that I told her. Okay, that's a whole different story. So, we were at our friend's house in like Rochester, and it was snowing. It was the middle of winter, and we were in a hot tub, just sitting outside in a hot tub in the snow, basically. And we were joking around or laughing, and we talked about. Someone said, "Oh, you should jump into the ice and snow." And I was like, I don't want to do that, right? I don't want to get out of the nice hot tub and jump in the cold. That's terrible. And Composy is so competitive. She got up and did it. And she was like, okay, I'll do it. It's like, so of course, naturally, I had to do it because I can't be emasculated by the girl that I'm falling in love with, which I just thought was great, right? So like that moment, like I knew how competitive she was, and there's like other times in her life where she's been like, I don't want to do something, and she'll be prompted to do it to show that she's better, right? And she's just, that's how she is. She's just freaking amazing. And so today we went out with the kids in the morning to this big park, this amazing park in one of the suburbs that has all these different, it's like one of those big fancy playgrounds that have, you know, like Ninja Warrior things and like stuff, and like they even had like a little skate park. Everything was icy, so we're like at the end they were just rolling around like penguins on the skate park. They would just go down the little hills and just slide on the concrete. It was hilarious. So we went to lunch, and we ended up at a place that wasn't where we wanted to go, but the other place was too busy. That was more like a kind of like Tex-Mex ish. It was called Panino, so I guess it was like Italian mix. You know, Americanized Italian food. And so I got this panino thing, and it came with a jalapeno pinned to the top with a toothpick. And my daughter, my eldest, was like, you should eat that, Dad. You should eat that. And I looked at my wife right across from me. I looked at Composy right across from me. And I knew I could goad her into eating it all. Because I remembered how she was about being competitive. And I said, no, I couldn't possibly eat that. And I was just like totally taunting her, like, that's just too much. Nobody in their right mind would eat. I saw her eyes twinkle. Like, I imagined that second she would grab it. But then she figured out what I was doing. So I spent like 5 minutes saying things like, no, I mean, like, mom wouldn't eat it either. Like, no one in their right mind would eat this jalapeno. And like, she kept laughing. This is a stupid story, but it was cute. I just see, like, in her mind's eye, she was getting ready to, but then she knew I was goading her. So it's like this war inside of her, like, prove that she's better and tougher, or, don't give in to Matzi's prodding. In the end, she was strong and she did not give in, and I ended up being the one to take the first bite. But she was giggling like a maniac the entire time because she knew exactly what I was trying to do to her. And that is what 15 years of marriage will do to you, I think. I mean, there are other options too, but that was the one. That's my story. Okay, I'm done. Get status message. All right. So she is so gutsy, that wife of mine. I want to return a result. What is that? I don't need that. I don't think. I am a menace. It was great. It was lovely. Walliver, how are you doing this New Year's Eve Junior? Hopefully you're well and the family as well. I don't want this at all. This is okay. We don't need that. Perfect. I'm good. Just hanging out. That's cool. Yeah, we're not doing anything crazy. My parents, like my dad and my stepmom, had asked for me to fly out to visit them because of some health things that I'm helping with. So on New Year's Day, I'm flying to Michigan to go visit with them for a week. But until then, tomorrow I'll be with the family, and we'll see. I suspect there's going to be at least one kid that's going to be like, we have to stay up late. And one of them will do it. I don't know if all of them will do it, but they're going to try. We'll help them make it as far as they can. We'll see how it goes. I want enhance. Yeah, that's fine. So here we go. I don't want this either, though, do I? I don't think I do. I want to get the version from do in general. Anyhow, things have been fine over here. I've said this before a couple times, but in the last 3 months, I have been getting more and more focused at my day job doing technical again. And I'll tell you what, I sincerely miss it. One of the funniest things that I learned this week, I'm gonna say, without talking bad about specific people, it's more like the way an organization runs and the type of people that work in organizations that I had to relearn, because I kind of forgot about it for 2.5 years, 3 years. In a client services organization, at least in my company, or in any org that's not like technically oriented, when you give somebody direction to do something, they don't always want to do it. And I'm not saying like ridiculous instructions. I mean, like, let's change this process and do it this way instead. It's very, very challenging to make that kind of change in a client services organization. At least, again, from my sample size. For 3 years, it has been a struggle. And I think it's part of it is there's a lot of manual effort, and it's really hard to change someone's individualized process into a consistent process when people are used to just doing it their own way. It's like every single person had their own unique spin on it. And it's challenging to change like that, especially with the personality, because people who work with customers all have personalities versus developers who have no personalities. Just kidding. And the development team, it's like they like process. You give them feedback and they're like, give me more. Whereas if you give too direct feedback to some client services people or people in non-technical roles, they get offended sometimes. Even if you're like, I'm not talking about you as a person, I'm talking about this thing I need you to change about your behavior, right? And so last week, I met with the development team and I gave them some direction about my expectations on how they will manage change in the system moving forward. There's all this legacy code. There's all this old stuff that they have to work in. I said, listen, we're never going to get to use the new stuff if we're always making changes in the old stuff. So I'm saying right now, if you have to make changes in the legacy code, you need approval. And my thought process around this isn't like there's a laborious approval process. It's that when you create a boundary like that requires some interaction, then you produce an opportunity to find a solution, right? Which can be just do it in the legacy code, or it can be, no, we can move it to the new one. But you can't get there unless you can get the team on board with following that step of the process. And so the very next week, I got a note, like a message from one of the product people who's like, hey, so-and-so tells me we can't put this stuff in here, but why can't we do that? And I realized that developers are so much like concrete thinkers. You say, here's the rule, and then they just start doing it. This is like not what I've been experiencing for the last 3 years in a client services organization. And so I had to back up and unwind and say, guys, listen, it doesn't mean you start telling the product team you won't do any work here. It means that we need to consider it and find an opportunity to say, hey, is this good to do it that way, right? But I just thought it was such an interesting, difference in the way people think. Oh yeah, let's adopt this new process immediately versus 3 years later, there's processes I still can't get the CS team. I don't know if this is boring y'all to death. I got on my soapbox. There you go. Real life stories from real life month. Not like fake life month. Yeah, I've been here. I saw your dad joke button. I thought it was great and perfectly grown worthy. Sometimes when I'm training someone, it makes me realize how little I know. That's another factor too. Who can drink 2 liters of gasoline? Jerry can. When they start asking me questions, why do we do it this way? Bro, I have no idea. Yeah, that was fun. I'm glad you got to see it. Yes, Composing made sure I saw it. That Yahik Paneer called you out. You need to read to see this. I think on her Instagram, I liked it because it was her phone that she showed it to me. Well, Sugar Stacks, one of the things that I would say at a company is if people don't know why we do things, one of the things I always tell people is like, okay, well then, should we do it this way? And historically, with the team I work with on the CS side, there isn't anybody who says, should we do it this way? Add a poop enemy. A poop enemy? In our Discord, we have a feedback section where our publisher contact was like, he's looking for ideas. Because we want to do one of those like Twitter posts, like if we make it to XK followers or something, we'll add a poop enemy, It's been so long. Right. Well, the thing is, Sugar Stacks, that does happen to people, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you've been there for a long, long time. But it's something that's like rampant on our CS org. People are perfectly willing to do a manual thing that takes them 3 hours instead of realizing they could take it down to 1 hour by changing something about how they do their work. Or by finding like a tool that solves the problem for them. Okay, so I think this is... Do I want message? No. I don't want message. I want message. I mean, there are times you need to be on autopilot. I was talking earlier about how why is this complaining? I was talking earlier about how I've not been working quite as hard on game dev, and more because I'm spending more time with my family, and I just need it. You know, there's always been so much going on. I need occasional breaks. And my family needs it, more importantly. My kids want to spend time with me. So I'm trying to find more time to be with them. Oh, thanks for the lurk. It's easier on autopilot this way. Thanks for lurking with your autopilot. So what are you up to, Pixel? With the reemergence of sugar stacks, we have that joke. Never marry a tennis player. Love means nothing to them. How have I not ever run into these jokes? I haven't added anything to the list. Especially when it comes to spending time with family, yeah. Yeah, but for 2.5 years, like, I didn't not spend time with my family, but I will say that for a good chunk of time, I was like, hey, if it's a weekend, I'm going to try and spend a solid few hours during the day working. And then in the evening, after kids go to bed, working. Okay. Oh, you ask how I am. How's it going? Hello. Oh, good. Sorry. My obviously brain everywhere. Sky, hello. And Sky, thanks Sugar for the stub. That is Sky. That is Sugar's sub standard. Anyway, I'm not talking code now. I'm just talking to you and then coding. It's like when artists do art, except code isn't really art. What we need to do then, if I gotta do the same check twice, which is absurd, but okay. So we're gonna do UI manager. No, we're gonna do message, and we'll make it show for 2 seconds. 2. Like Bob Ross, happy little trees. We got the happy little trees here. Unfortunately, I've really hammered down on my bladder with all this water I'm drinking, or liquid, I should say. Okay, so I was trying to figure out where I wanted my localization keys to live. That's what I wanted to figure out. Do I have keys that live other places? I think I do. Game manager? Is that what I call it? Short code pattern. So this is kind of garbage though, because it's like there's just all this. I made one hodgepodge stupid freaking class. I think I'll just make an enumerator. No, string enumerator class. Put it in enumerators though. Practically an enumerator. I might have to go pee soon. Is that appropriate to say on stream? Lopar. Oops. See you. Lopar, you came in and broke the bot. What the heck? I make games live on stream. A Tomb Raider? Yes. It's Jamaican hairstyle day at work tomorrow, and I'm already dreading it. Is that culturally inappropriate? Not everybody from Jamaica has dreadlocks, so. I think what I'm going to do is find this. Here we go. Battle select state. Okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll make a battle message. Battle message keys. Battle message. That's what we're going to do. And it's going to be a static class, but it's not going to be an enumerator because I don't want to enumerate strings. That annoys me. Can I do that though? No. Yes? You can have string enumeration. No, you can't. It has to be a number. So yeah, I'd have to do it this way. So public. You have to make a const static. Hey, look at that. There must be something in the code that says this. I wonder what that is. There has to be, right? Somewhere in the code. No. Did it translate it for... Where did it get that from? 0 wa something... Something... I don't know. The iru. Is that Bateru? Bateru? Wa Bateru? Wa something Bateru? I don't know what that on the character. If only we had people around here that spoke Japanese. Is asleep. Oh. Iru. I saw the Iru and I thought, oh, it's ne. Okay. Wa ne mute. Iru? Hey, you speak Japanese. How's it going, Jesus? Happy New Year to you. It is New Year for you, right? Wait, no, it's not yet. It's still the afternoon of the New Year's Eve. What does a duck... why does a duck have tail feathers to cover its butt quack? Fun fact, I got in trouble for telling this joke in stream. The butt quack one? Why? That's funny. Wallaber, you know Japanese. That's good. Not yet. You're almost there. The streamer legit called me crude for a butt quack joke? I mean, that's like kid level joke. Isn't it? It's actually not battle sleep, it's wake up. Well, there is probably a sleep one too, right? So what'll happen is this will become the key that gets used in the localization. And someone had recently said something even dirtier, like way dirtier. He made me feel so awful, I never went back. Who was this horrible person? I can do like... Is burned? Oh, burned. Sick burn, baby. Sugar Stack, that streamer sounds like they're fun at parties, yeah. How long can I hold out on needing to go pee? That's the big question of the day. Okay, so what we're gonna do, Meow, is we're gonna say var message. Oh, but we could do, okay, we can be smart about this, right? We're gonna say var message key equals battle message dot, but it's not gonna be sleeping, it's gonna be awake. Because this is the thing that'll say like so and so wakes up. There you go. So that's that's the key. That's fine. The big. And we want to get the thing from what? Is now the time I should go? I should probably go soon. I feel like I'm also getting things done. I got to get work done. There's no time to pee. If like I thought I had something that would use menus. I thought I had something that would, I had like a name for these. I guess I could just shove it in general. Do I have a battle table? Walliver, I don't know if you're out there, but I'll tell it for everyone else too. I have for those, you know, that are interested in Unity stuff. This is version 2022.1.23. On my other machine, I finally have 2022.3 working. This is really nerdy. And it looks like the compile time is faster. So I'm not sure yet. I have to get it into this thing. But after this release, after I get all these bug fixes and we release the next update, I'm going to convert this whole thing to 2022.3. And we're just going to YOLO all the way, baby. Then I'm going to be messaging Wallaber frantically like, Wallaber, help me! This isn't working! Wallaber! Is it, maybe I could put it in general battle. No, I don't like the name of that. Common? Fault, component? I think maybe general's fine. At some point you do, right? It's like, it reminds me of, so I used to do dirt biking, or other things. And someone told me once a story where they were riding along a ridge, and it was like a huge, it wasn't a straight drop. It was like but it was a very sharp decline that went like, you know, down for a long way. And they accidentally went off the edge, and they're like, okay, I'm going for it. And you just, because otherwise you're going to tumble and crash and break things. How's EA been? Pretty smooth with wish lists and constant development. Wish lists have mostly been stable. Sales are good. I mean, we're getting some conversions from wish lists into purchases, which is part of the reason why our wish lists are going down, because they're converting, and that means your wish lists actually have a net negative. So we're saying stable. It's not really grown much in the last couple months. But I mean, you know, we're at about 45K wish list. So I think we're getting close to 46. But you know, at that level, I think the effort to get higher takes more. And I think we need to get more buzz and interest up for that. Can you take me higher? Don't I have something for tables? I think I do. Oh, okay. So general's okay. So I don't even need to give it a table name. But obviously, I mean, like our goal is to be able to do this full time, and that's it. Full stop. But salary replacement for me is very, very hard now. So I couldn't like really like the best thing that could happen is the company I work for now sells. And then because I have equity in that company, I get the opportunity to do this full time. That would be the best option, which is why I'm keenly invested in making sure that company is successful. Happy New Year's Eve, East Coasters. Oh yeah, look at that. But, you know. Okay, so message format. We do a format. We're going to take the message format for this thing. And then do we have to get the character name? I think we do. We have to get the character name too. So and I'm pretty sure I have the character names in the general format. I need the localized version of the character name because I think they do translate. Okay, so then we should be good there. That's okay. Before I continue, I'm going to pause so I can go drain the snake, as they say. Where is my... Great, now I have to focus on something, and my need to go to the bathroom is increasing. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. All right. I'm going to go drain this. Oh, yeah. That's what I said. Hold on a second. The average person is really mean. Don't use that expression. Mean equals average. Yeah. Yes, I know I was referring. Oh, yes. I know I was referring to Motzi. Yeah, I'm going to go drain the snake. Oh, you don't like that expression? Kind of trying to say something inappropriate on purpose. Kind of. What's other euphemism for it? I mean, you could just go wee wee. Gonna go water the porcelain bowl. It's a bit too descriptive. I mean, it could be like a boa constrictor or like a garter snake. There's many options size-wise. Are you wearing gloves? Yes. They're my power gloves. They're so bad. Like, bad isn't... Okay, you know... I'm wearing gloves, yes. Just say bathroom, you big breaking goose. Yeah, but then I wouldn't get a reaction. Why would I do that if I when I can get a reaction by saying something that, you know, makes people like, oh, why did he say that? Oh, wait. So this is like the reverse if you're not confused. If they are confused and they're not anymore. Oh, no. This is good. Okay, so sleeping. That's right. Okay. Yeah, they're for my my hands. Not only do they keep my hands a little warm, they make my hands feel better from all the working and typing on things. I probably don't need them, but I like it. Feels like a nice warm hug from my hands and my fingers. Finger hug. I think fascinated is supposed to be charmed. Is confused. Story of my life. Why is that showing his... Hug Machi's hands. Machi Shans. Like Shans. Yeah, Ekpanir, what are you doing? What are you doing for New Year's Eve? Are you gonna party? I'm convinced our youngest kid is gonna be like the party animal. Just based on how she acts. Man, that kid. What does this do? Target name. Did they do this weight? Okay. I don't know what battle weight looks like. I'm going to go to bed, but I'll probably stay up till midnight tomorrow night and start off. Well, I mean, you're going to go to bed now. Yeah, I was asking, like, what are you going to do tomorrow? Well, no, tomorrow. Yeah. I'm not really much of a celebrator of things. Cost is surveying the situation, is defending so-and-so's attack. I think that's what that is. Right? That one. I don't really party, but I often will like take some time to reflect. That's a good idea. Do something low key. Yeah. Anyone doing anything other than just hanging out at home? Which is there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe have some champagne at a friend's place. That'd be great. Yeah. We're all getting too old for that stuff, right? These days, it's like, yeah, hang out. You know, nothing crazy. I think this is everything. So charging, defending, critical blow. So surveying the situation, sure, man, we'll do that. That's what weight is. Yeah. I'm not big on crowds or partying anyway. That's, yeah. I understand that too. I understand that. I like, there are times where I don't mind it, but if you were to compare me and Composy, like she has a chance to go party or hang out with people. She's there. And I'm like, I'm fine. I don't really need it so much. Just like copy these things. I'm a hermit introvert. Yeah, me too. I mean, I like interacting with people. I don't necessarily like. I don't need to just be. Not that you need to be alone in the dark in a corner, but in the right scenarios, I'm fine with being around people. But I'm totally okay with not as well. That's really the key. Like, oh, I just have to be alone. All right, I'll just do that. I think that's all of them, right? Annihilated. What? What is annihilated? I want to find out what that setting is. Wait, there's an alternative to being alone in a dark corner? No. I mean, yes, there is. You turn the light on. Be alone in a bright corner. I got to party a little bit today, though. It was my niece's first birthday party. Well, congratulations. Happy birthday. I met some new buddies who were really there to be buddies to my niece. But they're new friends of yours as well. I made some new friends. They're, on the younger side, but fine. We get along. We chat about work and stuff. We do the same thing here. So, happy birthday to her. Character name is already taken care of, so we're good there. They do have a target name, though. I wonder what target name gets used for. That's weird. It does battle critical. Active character name. It doesn't okay, so they must just leave it open in case you want it. Yeah, I make friends of all ages. My niece is 2.5, and she's great company. I mean, they just say it like it is too. Kiddos. I don't think I care about the target name because the code doesn't use it. So we'll just... Elzahen, how are you? How's it going over there? Happy New Year's Eve Junior or New Year's Eve? I'm not sure where you are time zone wise. How have you been? What's going on in your world? I used to do swing dancing, and when I see Helzahen, I think about Helza Poppin'. Helzahen the Poppin'. Battle command's name. So this is going to be the name of the thing. Right. I'm going to do this. We'll get back to that one. Hope you had a solid holiday season. Yeah, with EST. It's well, my friend, just been working and relaxing. That's good. Hopefully the working is relaxing. Maybe not. It's been okay. Yeah. It's, well, I had COVID from right after Thanksgiving. No, right before Thanksgiving, actually. Until like 2 weeks ago or something like that. Like some insane amount of time testing positive, almost ongoing, and it sucked. First time getting COVID. Managed to avoid it for a long, long time. Skill. What? I don't see any skill-based thing. This must be the skill-based thing here. Because it's doing the name? No, 0-1. Oh no, 0-1, right. So it's using the skill name. Okay. You've not caught it. Well, good. I finally got me last year. I was so careful. Yeah, we were being a little bit less careful because we were just around people and kids, and my eldest got it. It happened. Once you stop being careful, it's possible to catch it. I have to get back to this one too. So all of these ones have some difference in how they do it. I think it just does the name of the item. Maybe. Let's see if there's like a 1. Yeah, I think item does the same thing here. I still haven't gotten it. My secret is never going anywhere ever. But luckily not against sense, yeah. It's a good idea. Just never go anywhere ever. I visited my parents this week and had to start with a sore throat, but then it went away, and now I'm back to solitary confinement. I mean, that's always an option. Player escape. I think I want to do these things. I've been training my whole life for this pandemic. Oh my god. Okay. So I think what we'll do is if we don't need a message key, we'll just set the message like this is doing it. So equals battle sequence manager dot current oh no, we need context. But pass the context. You know, having kids in the family make it a little harder. I think that had we not had kids, which I'm glad we do, but had we not, we probably would have been holed up a lot. Actually, maybe not. Maybe as two non-kid having adults, we would have been a little bit less careful. I really don't know. It's hard to imagine. Current skill data dot. I think it's the local one. What I miss, I mean, all of it, Dave. All of it. We laughed, we cried, we talked about snakes and how to drain them appropriately. Then we were told not to talk about that ever again. I told stories about Composy. I've got a chicken who counts her own eggs. She's a mathma chicken. How have I never gotten these jokes before? Where are these coming from? Skill is going to be the name of the skill, I think. So this is going to be the same thing. So what I could do is just do... Let's get rid of this garbage. Yeah, start over from the beginning of the stream. Okay. Well, that's pretty easy. I don't think you want me to start over from the beginning of the stream. The beginning of the stream was an hour of me talking to myself. Like, all right, well, it's nice to get started on the stream. Gonna be working on some bugs and some console stuff tonight. You know, got work to do. Trying to get the release ready. So here's where we're at right now. We're working on, you know, we'll do some battle system stuff. I'll get the battle menu going. I mean, listen, I can repeat my entire freaking experience if you really want. You don't need to watch the VOD. I'll just do it twice because it was so nice. Here we go. We're at the settings window. Take a look at the settings window. Get it all set up properly. Go to the beta tab. Although the code's already there, so it's done. What is that nightmare? It got the battle system in place. We're all done there. Looks great. Now let's go work on the battle system graph. Here's the graph. It looks like a brain. Just realized. Like a brain. Mother brain. I've been working on this like I was doing art. I try not to talk about my coding while I code, but it's still hard to do. And hard not to do, I should say. Escape command. No, we're gonna do message current battle action dot. Is there a localized? Is this title? I don't even know. Oh, I didn't put localized data in here. Oh, that's the problem. Yeah, I could really repeat, because at one point I was like, "Is there something wrong with my chat?" Because usually there's like 1 or 2 people that show up when I'm streaming. Usually someone says hi when I start streaming, and so then I was like, "Okay, this is gonna be a night. It's gonna be one of those nights." Then you all showed up. It was great. I spent all week redoing the code for my enemies, and let me tell you, it took forever. But all five of your enemies. There's not more than 5. Hi when I start streaming. Thanks, Jalapeno. You're the first tonight to say hi when I start streaming, so I appreciate it. It's been so long. Okay, so there's enemy escape. How does that work? I think it's like ran away. Really? Okay. What happens if everybody escape? All right, well. I like this idea of skill, but I'm not going to use it right now. Oh, thanks for giving me the clap. I thought there were more, but I'm just a fool. A foolish fool. Maybe make more. How does a plumber like his coffee? Piping hot. That's good too. Should be able to get away with this. Okay. If not string SSD, then message format equals that. Character name equals that. I don't think. Well, we have to do the monster. Okay. We'll do this above, I think. Or do they do that? They just target. If target character, I go no. I don't want that. We'll probably end up ignoring that at some point. Sorry, that was me scraping the bottom of the barrel for a joke. I could go on. I just barely scratching the surface. I'm just barely. That's good. Actually, very appropriate for the pause in chat. No lie. Okay, so then we're gonna do. Actually, do we want the individual? I don't know what the monster is. We don't know who the monster is. Actually, we do. It is the active character, so we don't need that. I don't care about that. Okay, so then if the message falls through, it's fine. Okay. Boom. What those white lines are. What is that? Just wants to be liney. It seems to be like not. It doesn't have to be static. It just seems to be having problems like recognizing it as a method. I mean, I probably shouldn't stay up forever. I was going to work on some bug fixing, and I was going to start working on the shop UI, but I wanted to finish up battle. I want the battle system to be ready for, you know, people to break it. Because it's not going to be perfect in any way, shape, or form. It's going to be borked. And that's okay. And we're going to be okay with that. Perhaps. There's this person, I don't know if they've joined my stream, but there's a person named Raptor. I want to tell, I'm going to, since nobody's bugging me with questions. Game dev is hard. And a lot of times people want to tell you how bad your game is. Or like, not how bad your game is, how, you know, they have all these ideas on what you should fix about it. Or, you know, it's not quite what they want or whatever. It's not everybody, but as a developer, of course, I tend to focus on the negative feedback because I want to know how to do better and improve. Stop bugging me. And it's not to say that we don't get positive feedback, but every once in a while we get people that are like really into the game. When we first launched, there was a person named Shorty. There is still a person named Shorty who generally comes to my stream, but I think he's whatever he's doing tonight. And he was just really into it. He's like played every character, played it for hours and hours and hours. Really great human. And it was really helpful to hear his feedback. Well, we got another one, this person named Raptor, who's like just gushing. And it's so like for a moment, not now, but like earlier, I was getting slightly like teary-eyed about it because of all this work we put into this game and how much we want people to like it, how much we're like adjusting and tweaking and changing things. And to have someone come and be so enthusiastic, which is it makes that worth it, right? It makes it feel like, okay, this feels good. I know the game won't be perfect. I know there's gonna be things people don't like about it, but it is nice to get that occasionally. And we don't expect it. We don't require it. It's just nice. That's all. Okay. I had that happen. So someone played your game and they were like gushing over it, right? I was like, damn it, Mom, get out of my stream. God, bring me some Rice Krispies. Raptor said something like, wow, I just got past the bandit fight on the bridge and reunited with Pyra. The pacing of the game and story is just right on. I was just starting to get a little bored with the dark elf and cave when I fought the crab, left the cave, and was able to warp back to home. And so, like, they're just so gushy. It's great. They're also finding a ton of typos, which I should go fix at some point before I release this. Did I break things? I probably did. Should I test it? Yes, I probably should. I spent enough time talking about look at all these amazing humans. Well, a few specific amazing humans did all this stuff, but like look at all the people here. All right, let's go see if this works. Like, oh, Dave, dear, your game is so amazing. I love your game. Your mom. I'm sure it's literally exactly how she sounds. Davey. You did such good work. Gotta use the new battle system and hope it works. Find out. Good, good. Exactly what I was hoping for. It's working, you know, miraculously perfectly. Okay, I'm gonna have to start this over. Clearly, some bugs to work out with that. Hopefully it's a little... Oh, you said your mom. Did you say your mom? Your mom. Well, because it says, damn it, mom. Not my mom. My mom doesn't sound like that. Your mom plays your game. Burn. High-res attack. Okay. Let's see what you can do. Kill. Focus shot. It works. Watch. Hey, the whole thing I was working on was the little messages that showed up when you take an action. I think the delay was a little bit too long, but that's okay. It worked, and that's all that really matters. It should work because I was just strictly, you know, using existing code and kind of slimming it down. I didn't do the full refactor, but yeah, it should technically work. That's good. 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 That part's done. There's a lot of other messages I have to do, but I have created a pattern. The pattern works. That means whenever I have to implement it in other places, boom. I've got it. I've got the pattern. I should probably refix my fix on the battle system switching, which would be nice. That sheet not working. No, it's the system configuration. So we got battle utility. We set the active to not use new battle system. Well, that's not what I wanted. I wanted... what did I do? That might make more sense. Yeah, you know, it turns out when you have a whole hour before people start talking to you, you can get stuff done, you know? I mean, then people start talking to you and it takes the rest of the stream to get the next thing done. I just can't be like Walliver, man. Every time I think about it, I watch his stream and he talks to people. I don't know why I'm sitting like this. He talks to people. He gets work done. He keeps up with chat generally. He ignores me half the time because I try to annoy him. But and he gets shit done. How do you do that? How is that even possible? What is wrong with his brain that lets him do this? And how can I have that wrongness? Generally, yeah. Oh, is that all we are to? Distractions? Good distractions. Great distractions. I love it. I don't really, there was a period of time where I was so stressed about working on this project that I had to do focus mode. Guys, I can't talk to anybody right now. I got to get work done. But that's not where I'm at now. I'm sure I'll get back to that when we get closer to the full launch. Wahlberg doesn't have a dad. Wahlberg doesn't like dad jokes. He ignores my jokes. Unless I have a good one. What was the name of Bruce Lee's vegan brother? Broccoli. There was a period of time where Wahlberg would just strictly ignore me. So then I had to figure out how to tell jokes that he would actually laugh at. Which is good. It forced me to get better. You heard that joke at a party? Okay, well then we gotta do another one. Did you know that curious people live longer? That's because curious people are lifelong learners. Learners are also known as pupils, and pupils dilate. Wow, that was a long setup for a bad joke. Okay, let's see if I turn off the battle system for it. We're missing something. That's neat. So the midpoint switching is not totally great. Wonder. Oh, what? Weird. Gotta make sure it still works when it's off. Oh, good. Did I break something entirely? Good. Totally borked. Got it. Maybe I will try to do it without it turned on. This is going to be one of those ones I'm going to have to tinker with. Here's what I need to do. When I get into like a fiddly ticket, I just move on. Please work. Please work. Please work. Please work. Okay. So it works. But once I've turned it on, something gets goofed. Which is, I can't turn it on during battle. That'll break it. Okay. Well, that's not bad. Is there anything I could do simply? I mean, I see a ton of... I'm gonna see if I can run through and get all these typos that Raptor's telling me about. Let's see. Map graph panel. We're gonna go to waterfall. How could this has activated without? God, so bad. It's so bad. I can't believe how bad some of these typos are. How could this has activated? Now, if only I'd had this grammar check, this handy dandy grammar check tool. Look at this. Check grammar. Apparently, it didn't. Okay, well, that's... All right, Yahak Banir, thanks for the stream tonight. Have a good night and Happy New Year to everyone. Yahak Banir, thanks for hanging out. You sleep well. And then I hope you have a good New Year's Eve and New Year. I will be on a plane in the afternoon on New Year's Day. Okay, we got that one. How could this has activated? All your base are belong to us. What is this one? I am a manifestation of essence that permeates across time and space. Uh, manifest. Oh, shoot. This is not the shift route. No, so it's. What is it called? Is it the reshift? Oh, weird. We gotta get our shift together. How could this has happened to me? Happy New Year. Rest well. A plane. Fun. Fly safely. And make sure you come back. I will. Thank you. All your base are belong to Matzi. This is nobody's business but mine. Let's see. Let's see if grammar check works better this time. Come on, grammar. You got it. Look it. It made a recommendation. And I click and then it fixes it. And space. Apply. It's not like the most. It still feels like it was made in the 90s, but you know. I am driven to maintain life and seek ward off entities seeking destruction. This literally looks like it was translated from another language. All your base are belong to me. I am driven Oh, come on. I can't do undo because there's a bug where when I try to do an undo, it'll do bad things. So why is it so chunky right now? Entities is a funny word. You can't spell entities without letters. Let's do grammar check to make sure I typed everything right. Seems fine with it. Okay. What in the tarn nations is all this racket? That was I was on purpose. Good old hermit. Tarn of nations? You received. Okay, we got received. Monty doesn't know how to spell the word received. I before E except after C, apparently. Thanks, Atlas. There's gotta be a way to lower Goita. This is not my typo. This is Grass Ray all the way, baby. Where is it? Forest Camp. Not Northern Plains, is it? No, it's Barren Valley. Okay. Goita. Thanks, Atlas. So there's a fun fact I'm going to share with everybody because you want to know, and you're going to say, Monty, please tell us all the facts that are fun. So we're doing localization, and our publisher was like, well, we want, because Japanese language, has different ways of talking based upon who's the speaker and the speaker's personality or showing respect versus not. We need you to, they wanted me to update the localization sheets so like Pyra can say something different versus Sage. And so I did all this work thinking, oh, it's a Gowida. And so I was like, okay, well, you know, we branched the dialogues. So if there's a choice that you're going to make as a character, usually it's going to be that choice as the character. But I thought there must be some, you know, some percentage, 20, 30%, where we'd want the variation so that they can make it specific for the character. So I did all this work. I spent like 4 or 5 hours retooling how the localization updates work. And I did all these updates. I was looking at the table updates and I realized not a single one of my changes showed up, which was supposed to be like if it was a phrase that all 3 characters might say, and it wasn't already, you know, tied into a branch where it says only if it's Pyra will you say this, then give 3 different options. But guess what? When we do these storylines, I should have known this. Anytime there is a player choice, anytime in the entirety of the freaking story, we always put it behind a branch. Which makes sense in retrospect. I'm like, yeah, of course, massive facepalm. We never, in any context, have a choice for the player to say that isn't behind one of these. Because obviously, we'd have to be able to say it as the character. So I did all that work, and in the end of the day, I was like, oh, it wasn't needed. Because we never have a situation in which we wouldn't know the context. What I really needed to do was just enhance the sheet so that we knew the context of which character was speaking. That was all. I mean, I did do some pretty interesting plumbing to make the localization better, but it was still one of those like stupid moments where, oh yeah, I'm gonna go do this. Anyway, there's going to be a way to do this better. I feel like a capital T after ... is wrong, but problem, gotta, reason, gotta is very informal. Consider gots to. Yeah, and also Pyra would be more formal. Problem, Lowerton, reason, possible spelling mistake. No, Lowerton's fine. I mean, it's just stupid. It's just like, I should have just validated my assumption and not done all that work. The Dark Elf realm is like flipped version of speaking words. Well, this is a Drash Ray's words, so I can fix his stuff too. The Dark Elf world? Kind of want Dark Elf realm. I like the word realm better. It'll take a second to add it. These are such simple things to fix, though. Like, it's fun to do this stuff, then like bang my head against a problem that I have to keep recompiling the stupid app with. This still takes forever, though. Because I don't know what, doing some kind of like serialization or some crap is like, who are we talking to here? We're talking to Pyra. I think he calls Pyra Lass. So he says, the cave behind our camp should lead us to another shift portal. He didn't really do a good job of keeping the language. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to get tied into that right now. The Dark Elf realm. How did I do his language? It was like they, yeah, they, do. I can't translate this into the hillbilly language for some reason. That's fine. I'll just leave it as is. That is like a oh no. I can't undo. There's a problem in this thing where if I undo it, does some weird stuff to the graph. Well, good. I'll just write it my own way then. You know what? Oh, I could get rid of it entirely too. There's bound to be someone who could assist us. Yeah, it looks like Drast, when he wrote this, he was like, just get the words out. Just get the words out. Dark Elf Realm. Alteria. You know. Okay. That's fine. Shorter, sweeter, more like his voice. That, like part of the whole experience is going to be going back to this, all of the words, and like tweaking and revising and partying. Okay, I got all that done. All right. Is there anything else I need to do here? I don't think so. I think this is good. I think this is a good, productive stream. Lovely humans around. I think it's a good stopping point for me. My brain isn't completely shut off yet, but I also feel like, good wind down time. Chat mode. Trying to get this ready for the the coming release. 1.3.2 I think is the version. We skipped 1.3.1 because reasons. So we're gonna do 1.3.2. So lots of new stuff coming around, including everyone has to use new menu. Let me go to here. Let's go to edits, and let's go rate somebody maybe. Twitch.tv. Somebody to raid. We all want somebody to raid. Excuse me. Not a lot of people streaming right now. We have software and game development. Take a look at that. If anyone has any recommendations of developers to raid, we can also do that. There's Team Vash. They're kind of coding. I don't know if anyone wants to watch coders. I mean, who wants to watch somebody code? Am I right? Pasha. Is that somebody we can watch stream? Twitch. There is a Pasha. They have 7 followers. Thanks for the stream, Matzi. Yeah, Sugar, thanks for all of the subs and the bits. We gotta play that game sometime. We gotta play it. Happy New Year to you too. Elzahen, thank you for hanging out. I really don't see. I mean, let's go hang out with Ear End. We'll do some Ear End service. He's not coding, but he's a cool dude. We'll just say hi to him. Ear End and the Year End in the rear end. Let's see, hold on. He said, "Have a good one, you too, Halzahen. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for being here, Sky. Hopefully this flight's good. Yeah. Can't wait for the updates coming soon. It's not like a major update, but it'll have some bug fixes. And the file size is going to be like 20% of what it is now. It's going to be insane. It's going to be like 2 gigabytes versus 10 gigabytes. So your hard drive will thank you, or me, or somebody. All right, y'all. Have a great night. Happy New Year. I won't be here Tuesday. I'll probably be back Saturday night unless otherwise noted. All right. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Happy New Year.